Good day, children. How are you doing? Okay, today we are here to revise all the concepts that you have learned in your first chapter. It was about food and digestion. Remember? Okay, so all of you must be able to see the screen. As you can see that there are different types of food items. Beginning from the lower section, you can see there are breads, pasta, and rotis, and all types of grains, right? Then once we move one step above, you would be able to see fruits and vegetables. Then one section above it, you can see all the dairy products and meat products. And on the topmost, your most favorite, which is ice creams, jams, all the sweet things that you would love to eat, right? So children, why I'm showing you this? This section shows you different types of food items that we consume on daily basis, right? But there are few things that we have to consume in the higher quantity, like breads and cereals. Then comes the fruits and vegetables. Then comes your dairy products. And the least of all, the things that should be consumed to very less amount, that is your sugars, right? So this division of food according to their consumption and in proportion, it's known as food pyramid, right? Each and every person has a unique requirement of consumption of a specific food item, right? This was about food pyramid. Now, all the food items that we consume on daily basis contains some special things which help us grow and help keeps our body going and functioning in a good way. So what are those special things called? These are known as nutrients. These make our diet complete. So a whole nutritional diet which is full of the nutritional things like the nutrients that I was talking about is known as your balanced diet, taken in a adequate amount. Okay. Now, what are these nutrients? Let's take a look. Okay. Here they are. As you can see, there are mainly 5 nutrients. Number 1, carbohydrates. We all are aware which are the carbs that we consume daily basis. The sources rich in carbs are rice, potato, wheat, and sugar. All of them provides us whole lot of energy, right? And we also receive energy from the fats like butter, ghee, milk, and cheese. Both of them gives us energy. However, fats gives us more energy compared to the carbohydrates, right? So since both the nutrients give you energy, we call them as energy giving foods. Okay. Now, our next category of nutrients is protective food. Why they are known as protective food? Because they are necessary for our body's growth and development. And most of the fruits and vegetables are rich in them. What are these? These are your vitamins and minerals. Okay. And in case if our bodies, sometimes if we get injured and there are certain food items that we need to increase in our diets so that our body's cells or the injured cells get repaired automatically, right? So which foods are those? Those are known as bodybuilding food. They help in building and repair of the body. And the sources of food which are rich in proteins are milk, eggs, and meat. So children, this was all about the balanced diet and your food pyramid and the nutrients which are present in the food. Other than these 5 nutrients, there are 2 more that are present in our daily diet, which is water, which is essential for the body, and the roughage. Roughage is something which adds bulk to the food, okay, and it helps in digestion of the body in a better way. Okay, now since I talked about the digestion, let's see how something that we eat gets digested and processed inside our body. Okay, let's take a look. Although I know that you have done, but let's take a look again. So on the right side of this picture, you would see a human digestive system. You've all made it. You designed a model on it. Yes, I remember that. So you know it better. Our human digestive system is divided into mainly 5 organs where the food is processed. Let's take a look. Number 1, in your mouth. When we eat something, first of all, in our mouth we have our teeth, right? So our teeth helps in cutting, chewing and grinding the food, correct? There is a special gland inside the mouth that is known as salivary gland. What is its function? Salivary gland releases a digestive juice known as saliva. Saliva makes your food soft enough to be swallowed inside. Now, once it is swallowed, the swallowed food goes down our food pipe. That's known as esophagus. Okay? Or in other simple words, it's known as food pipe. After the food passes through the food pipe, it goes to the stomach. Okay? Then, once it goes into the stomach, our stomach also releases some of the digestive juices, which helps in the digestion of food further. Okay, children? Then, from the stomach, one thing to remember that food remains in the stomach for nearly 3 to 4 hours. Okay? After the food is digested and the nutrients present in the food such as proteins and fats, they get broken down into much simpler substances. Later, it gets passed into another special organ which is a coiled shape, right? It's a long tube, but it is coiled. It's known as our small intestine. Now, children, there is something special that you need to know about small intestine. As we know that the other organs produced the digestive juices to absorb the food. Similarly, inside the small intestine, there are 3, other than small intestine also, there are 3 places from where the digestive juices are produced and absorbed inside the small intestine. Number 1, it receives it from the inner walls of the small intestine, and it also receives the digestive juices produced by other organs in the body known as liver and pancreas. Okay, so these digestive juices gets mixed up and further process the food inside the small intestine. So once it is done, then it is passed on to the last organ, which is large intestine. Now, in the large intestine, what happens? Most of the remaining water in the food is absorbed here, and once the water is absorbed from the food, the remaining food would be converted into like solid form, and that solid form, that's known as the waste material, the body's waste material, which further gets passed down from the body through the anus in the form of feces, right? So this is how a human digestive system works, and this is how it processes the food that we eat. So children, that was all about the food and digestion. So I hope you have understood it better. I would ask you to please go through the PDF that is shared with you. It revises all the concepts about food and digestion, and then you can attempt the questions below it. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.